Meryl Streep, a name that still echoes in the long-lived history of the American film industry. From winning the Academy Awards over 21 times to making an achievement as high as an Oscar award, Meryl Streep isn't just a wonderful actress, but an epitome of understated elegance that speaks to all the women over 50. Her iconic style and personality aren't just a result of her classic fashion choices, but her up-to-the-mark lifestyle preferences that make her stand out among billions. She knows that a perfect personality isn't just about making sound fashion choices, but also keeping a very keen eye on the day-to-day routine. And it's safe to say, Meryl has kept her legacy over the decades as she took her wellness journey equally important. Here is all you need to know about this beautiful lady's magical transformation and her iconic style that transcends trends. Though Meryl Streep has done unforgettable roles that have shaped cinema, beyond her iconic acting, she has always embodied a kind of quiet confidence, one that also showed in her fashion choices and the way she carries herself, physically and emotionally. In her early years, she was never one to scream for attention, yet she always stood out with an effortless elegance that was true to her personality. Let's take a walk down memory lane and explore how Meryl's early style reflected who she was, and how her commitment to wellness and health has kept her radiant through the decades. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, Meryl Streep was just beginning to emerge as a powerhouse actress. With roles in films like Kramer vs. Kramer dating back to 1979 and Sophie's Choice in 1982, she was already receiving critical acclaim, but her fashion choices were never about being flashy. Instead, they were elegant, unpretentious, and subtly powerful, just like her performances. Bohemian beginnings. In the early years of her career, Meryl often embraced a soft, bohemian-inspired style. Think flowing skirts, earth-toned fabrics, natural makeup, and loosely styled hair. She frequently wore outfits that looked as though they came from a vintage store rather than a designer runway. One classic look from this era was her appearance at the 1980 Academy Awards, where she wore a simple long-sleeved cream-colored gown. It wasn't flashy, but it exuded a gentle sophistication that only she could pull off. Meryl wasn't trying to fit into Hollywood's mold of glam and glitz. She was creating her mold, one that celebrated intelligence, artistry, and natural beauty. Her style didn't scream celebrity. It said, "This is me, take it or leave it." Throughout the 1980s, as she stepped into more leading roles, Meryl's wardrobe also matured. She often wore neutral tones, beiges, greys, and navy blues, paired with structured coats, wide-legged trousers, and timeless blouses. Her fashion sense mirrored the strength and complexity of the characters she played. For example, during the promotion of Out of Africa in 1985, she wore beautifully tailored blazers with clean lines and classic cuts, showing a balance of femininity and authority. Even on red carpets, she kept things minimal. At the 1983 Oscars, she wore a simple black gown with a soft drape, no loud patterns or excessive embellishments. Yet, somehow all eyes were on her. That was Meryl's magic. She didn't need sequins to shine. While Meryl has always maintained a modest public image, one thing that's consistently clear is her commitment to wellness, both physical and emotional. She's never been one to chase after beauty fads or extreme diets. Instead, she's embraced a holistic approach that prioritizes balance, mental clarity, and self-acceptance. In a world where many celebrities go to great lengths to turn back the clock, Meryl has chosen a different path, one that many find incredibly refreshing and empowering. She's never tried to hide her age or chase youth. In interviews, she's spoken openly about the beauty of aging and how every wrinkle tells a story. Her skin, lined but luminous, is a reflection of someone who has lived deeply and intentionally. She once said, "Don't waste so much time worrying about your skin or your weight. Develop what you put your hand to." keep your mind alive. This attitude is a huge part of what makes her so inspirational. Instead of resisting time, she honors it, and it shows in her energy and authenticity. Meryl's wellness routine is based on simple, sustainable practices. She enjoys walking, especially outdoors, where she can connect with nature. Rather than hitting the gym for grueling workouts, she opts for movement that feels joyful and nourishing. She's also a fan of yoga, which helps her stay flexible and centered both physically and emotionally. When it comes to food, Meryl believes in moderation and real nourishment. She's not into crash diets or food trends. Instead, she enjoys a Mediterranean-style diet, rich in vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats, and the occasional indulgence. She's been known to say that cooking and eating well are one of life's great pleasures. What truly sets Meryl apart is her deep commitment to emotional health. She's spoken about the importance of staying intellectually curious, continuing to grow and surrounding herself with people who inspire her. Whether it's through reading, acting, or simply observing the world, she feeds her mind constantly, and that mental vibrancy is part of her glow. She's also a strong advocate for women's self-worth beyond physical appearance. Her confidence doesn't come from fitting into a certain size or having flawless skin. It comes from knowing who she is and being proud of it. Looking back at Meryl Streep's early fashion choices and her lifelong wellness journey, one thing becomes clear. Everything about her, her clothes, her habits, and her mindset reflects integrity and strength. In her youth, she never felt the need to impress with over-the-top glamour. Instead, she let her intelligence, talent, and authenticity speak for themselves. That same spirit is what keeps her glowing today. Her early style may have been modest, but it was never boring. It was thoughtful, expressive, and unmistakably Meryl. And as the years have passed, her fashion has only gotten more refined. She now embraces bold colours, structured gowns, and modern silhouettes, but always with the same elegance and groundedness she had from day one. Over the past decade, Meryl Streep has evolved from quiet classicist to bold fashion icon with a twist. While she still stays true to her core values of elegance and authenticity, there's now an added confidence in how she dresses. She embraces colour, structure, and occasionally a playful statement piece, all while maintaining that signature Meryl grace. In recent red carpet appearances, Meryl has stunned in floor-length gowns that highlight her statuesque figure and sophisticated taste. She often wears designs by Valentino, Elie Saab, Lanvin, and Alberta Ferretti, brands known for celebrating timeless femininity. Her looks are tailored to perfection, usually with clean lines and luxurious fabrics that flow effortlessly. One standout moment: her golden gown at the 2018 Oscars. The structured neckline, flattering fit, and radiant colour made headlines. Not because it was over the top, but because it captured her quiet power. Another favourite is the bold blue Schiaparelli gown she wore at the Rome Film Festival, a beautiful balance of contemporary design and classic silhouette. She's also embraced metallics in recent years, something we rarely saw in her early career. Silver and bronze tones highlight her silver blonde hair and give her a luminous glow under the spotlight. One of Meryl's most recognizable style trademarks today: her chic, oversized glasses. They're not just practical, they're a fashion statement. Paired with her sleek ponytails or flowing waves, they give her a stylishly intellectual vibe that perfectly matches her persona. She's also known for rocking tailored suits and elegant jackets with dramatic lapels or intricate prints. At the 2020 BAFTAs, she wore a beautifully fitted black pantsuit with a subtle floral motif, adding a feminine edge to a powerful silhouette. Whether on talk shows or at press events, Meryl often opts for sharp suits and flowing tunics that combine comfort and sophistication. Unlike her early years when she preferred neutrals and understated tones, Meryl now embraces color with joy. From deep emeralds and cobalt blues to floral prints and soft pastels, her wardrobe reflects a woman who's confident, vibrant, and full of life. She's also not afraid to have fun with accessories. Bold earrings, satin scarves, and statement handbags have become part of her look, each adding a dash of personality without overpowering the outfit. Just as her fashion has evolved, Meryl's wellness philosophy continues to guide her with wisdom and balance. She doesn't subscribe to fads or flashy fitness trends. Instead, she practices a gentle, holistic lifestyle that nurtures both body and soul. At 75, she exudes a kind of vitality that isn't about youth. It's about living fully. Meryl's approach to physical fitness is simple: stay active in ways that feel natural. She's a fan of walking, particularly in nature, where she can reflect and reconnect. Whether strolling through New York's Central Park or hiking near her Connecticut home, she sees movement as a form of mindfulness. She's also been known to practice yoga and stretching, which helps with flexibility and relaxation. Rather than obsessing over calories or weight, Meryl focuses on how her body feels. Her philosophy? Move because it feels good, not because you feel pressured to. Meryl's relationship with food is refreshingly real. She loves cooking, especially for her family, and enjoys wholesome meals made with fresh ingredients. Her diet resembles the Mediterranean style: lots of vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and the occasional glass of wine or sweet treat. She's never supported crash diets or restrictive eating. Instead, she believes in moderation and mindful enjoyment. That balanced approach is likely one of the reasons she looks so radiant. She's nourished from the inside out. What makes Meryl truly glow is her mental and emotional well-being. She reads voraciously, surrounds herself with thoughtful people, and continues to take on challenging roles that stretch her creatively. Her curiosity is endless, and it keeps her young in spirit. She's also incredibly self-aware, often speaking about the power of self-acceptance. In a world obsessed with physical perfection, she offers a grounded perspective. You can't be so vain and self-obsessed that you lose the joy in living. There's so much more to experience. That attitude has shaped her entire wellness journey, one that prioritizes joy, presence, and authenticity over perfection. Meryl's style today is not just about clothes, it's about confidence. Every outfit she wears is a reflection of her wisdom, her humor, and her deep sense of self. Whether it's a designer gown or a relaxed pantsuit, she wears it with purpose. She's proof that true elegance isn't about trends, it's about knowing who you are and dressing accordingly. She doesn't try to look like anyone else, and that's exactly what makes her so magnetic. From her silvery hair, which she wears proudly, to her choice of bold colors and luxe fabrics, Meryl uses fashion as a celebration of where she is in life, not something to disguise it. Meryl Streep shows us that style gets better with age when it's backed by confidence, authenticity, and self-love. She proves that you don't have to dress for the world's approval. Dress for yourself, for how you want to feel, and who you are becoming. So, whether you're in your 30s or your 70s, channel a little modern Meryl. Wear the color that makes you smile. Take the walk that clears your mind. Read the book that expands your heart. And always, always remember, style is not what you wear, but how you wear yourself. Do you believe a timeless personality is always a blend of wellness and elegance? Or is it the other way around? Let's spill the tea in the comments below. If you like watching this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, do not forget to subscribe to our channel to experience a profound blend of wellness and style in shaping your personality that speaks volumes without words.